What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm IAnthonyD. It's so good to see your beautiful faces because we have the biggest patch ever coming to the game. Over 250 fixes are going into this patch. Absolutely insane. When they were talking about the whole big monthly patch coming, all these kind of stuff, it kind of turned into a meme a little bit because we were getting these small fixes. We're waiting for this big one, but man, they delivered. The Emotes times 5th edition for 10 cents brings you over 250 fixes coming to the game. Some big ones here, some really good ones that people have been waiting for a long time, and I'm excited to jump into this. We're going to break down they have a list of some of the bigger changes for us to look over. I'm sure we'll get the exact changes when the actual patch comes out. So let's get into it. The first one they have, which is an absolute unit of a change, is the Grandpa cutscene is missing. Grandpa Awakened cutscene has been replaced with a simple banner notification. So if you don't know what that means, before, obviously, Grandpa would take over your entire screen, stop everyone from playing. He would have that cutscene where he wakes up, and now that is completely gone. Obviously, there was issues with Leatherface's chainsaw overheating. You know, you're really getting into the game and then you just get pulled out of it. It was really cool. I did it, but over time you can kind of see that it had some issues gameplay wise. So I'm excited to see that it's being replaced with a banner. So at the top right of your screen, you'll have a little thing that pops in that says Grandpa is awake. Next here we have 5 out of 7 victims agree. This one I'm so hyped for. A full lobby has 5 out of 7 victims ready. That means 5 out of 7 people have clicked the ready button. The match timer drops to 30 seconds. Now listen, I think there shouldn't be a timer at all until the lobby's full, and then 5 out of 7 people ready up, drop it to 30 seconds. I think that's perfect. Okay, this is one more step towards getting these lobbies smoothed out. I couldn't be more happy for that. We have the Smoked House closed for business, another huge one. Now, that doesn't give us too much details on this. It says the Smokehouse door in the gas station map is being reworked. It doesn't give us details on how it's being reworked. If you don't know what the Smokehouse is, it's that cheese escape. You know, they call it cheese door, Smokehouse door, gas station side door, where if you're heading towards the gin, you could pop that side door and just get out without even having to touch the generator. It makes the generator escape completely useless. Are they going to electrify it? Are they going to close it up? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Next, we have Grandpa Perks being fixed. Grandpa Perks unequipping match to match is a fix in testing. This is just your Grandpa Perk would just remove itself in between if you're not paying attention. We have Trails of Blood is being fixed. The blood trails left behind by victims will now match the console version on PC as well. If you didn't know, when you slash a victim, they bleed out, leaving a little bit of a trail. On PC, this was almost non-existent, and a lot of us didn't know until some people on Reddit put a comparison video together. But on PC, you would literally see like a drop of blood here and there, whereas on console, the intended version, you'll see just like literally a line of blood leading to where they are. So I'm happy that we're back on an even playing field. We have Cook's ability tuning. Crouch walking will now hide you from the Cook's seek ability, and the duration of outlines due to detection have been fixed. So that's a little bit of a change for Cook players. They'll have to adjust and see how that works. Our next change is local fuse bots saboteur in town. The saboteur perk accurately affects the fuse bots as well as the generator. There were some issues with that in the past. Security pins lockdown. So this is Cook's perk, which makes his lots so difficult to pick. It did affect all lots, but in this new update, it says security pins perks now only affects the Cook's lots. We have Tie It Off. The tourniquet perk is being fixed and will no longer completely remove bleed out effects. Not a lot of people knew about the Tie It Off perk, but it was definitely an issue. I'm happy to see that being looked at. We have Family Exploits Valve. Ability used to instantly exploit the valve closing mechanic is being addressed. There's some tricky situation with that where family members were able to instantly turn off valves. The valve is getting a lot of attention with this next one. Building up pressure, turning off the valve will now repressurize the tank. Now, if I'm understanding that correctly, what that means is when you turn on the valve and it's slowly building up, if you turn off the valve, it will now slowly go down. I'm interested to see how that works. We have auto crouch toggle, testing out a toggle for auto crouch so players can choose to turn it on or off. We have Johnny's trails go cold. It's in testing for a bug that has made the footprints disappear for Johnny almost instantly. So that's pretty good. We gotta get Johnny working. You know, he's looking good, but we gotta get him working good. Slaughterhouse is getting renovations, another huge one to the valve. A particularly tricky valve tank will be relocated upstairs for better visibility. I wonder where they're going to put it upstairs. Honestly, throw it on top of the tool shed. You know, it's in the middle of the map up top. It'll make it, you know, there'll be a lot of fun gameplays at that. You have no cell versus chainsaw. No cell will now accurately affect the overhead chainsaw attack from Leatherface. Obviously, this was a very annoying bug when you're running no cell, which helps reduce a lot of damage, and Leatherface still one-shots you. Obviously, that's not cool. We have some under investigation, grappling, tuning, perk rebalancing, and party disbanding issues. We have need more info, which is issues with achievements and unlockables, issues with perks and abilities. There you have it, guys. The big patch is coming. We have no release date yet. It is the next scheduled patch, so this will be the next thing we see. Ideally, we see this pretty soon, and then we get some more teases, and then middle of November, we get the new content. Let me know down below what do you think about these changes. What would you like to see? What do you want to be changed? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you haven't already, slash the like button, subscribe with notifications down below so you don't miss out on more TCM videos. Until then, don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.
Got darker days in this grind, yeah. Never pay no mind to what I hate to say. Criticize myself more than anybody anyway. Living dreams, but these nightmares keeping me awake. Demons whisper in the dark, telling me it's a mistake to have faith in my own grind, but I got power over my own mind. I feel like Doctor Strange, yeah.